UFC bantamweight contender Sugar Sean O'Malley has just called his shot with Aljamain Sterling. Following a back and forth between O'Malley and Sterling that felt like it was more out of the WWE playbook in the octagon during the post-fight interview with the champion after he narrowly held onto his title by split decision against Henry Cejudo, O'Malley called for the fight between Aljamain and told him he is going to have to fight him this year. O'Malley has now backed up these comments in a recent interview posted online this week from his home, where he stated that the fight is most likely going to take place in August in Boston, and that Aljamain doesn't really have an excuse not to fight him at that date. He also went on to say that he is a sniper and has the tools to put the bantamweight champion away in the first round. Is Sean O'Malley vs Aljamain Sterling the fight to make, and how do you see it going? Let me know in the comments. Ex-UFC middleweight champion and veteran of the sport turned commentator Michael Bisping has weighed in on who he thinks deserves the next shot against current middleweight champion Israel Adesanya. When speaking in regards to the three clearest contenders for the next shot, Alex Pereira, Robert Whittaker and Dricus du Plessis, Bisping said, "They all kind of deserve a shot. If you're Pereira, you've got the storyline right there. It's 3-1. How can you claim to be the better fighter when it's 3-1? It's simple math. Okay, simple as that. And he's got a point. The fight needs to happen." He then continued by discussing the upcoming matchup between Robert the Reaper Whittaker and Dricus du Plessis, which will take place at UFC 290 and likely decide the next title challenger, saying, "Dricus du Plessis vs Robert Whittaker. I like Dricus du Plessis. I love the way he fights. I love the warrior mentality that he has. But I don't think he's going to get through Robert Whittaker. And if he does, just the style that he has, I think Izzy would pick him apart all day long. Robert Whittaker wants to get that crack at Izzy again, of course he does, and the impressive thing about Robert Whittaker is that he's getting better and better all the time. They all kind of deserve a shot in some way." He then went on to say that if he were in UFC President Dana White's shoes, he would make the rubber match with Pereira, and who can blame him? Both fights have been excellent contests where Pereira gave it his all the entire time, and Izzy knew he was facing a skilled enough opponent that he couldn't just take the foot off the gas and coast on his kickboxing skills alone, as he has been accused of being guilty of in the past, for example the Romero fight, Cannonier fight, and arguably the Vettori fights. Do you want to see Israel Adesanya step back into the octagon with Pereira for a third MMA matchup? Or would you rather see how some fresh blood like Dricus du Plessis stacks up against the middleweight king? Let me know in the comments. Somewhere, Joe Rogan is crying right now, as the much-anticipated UFC debut of Cameroonian-born French kickboxing star Cedric Dembe is looking more and more unlikely, as he has just signed to the PFL to fight in the welterweight division. The 30-year-old Cameroonian who fights out of France is a former Glory kickboxing champion, winning a stunning 75 fights, with 45 of those coming by way of knockout. Since making the leap to MMA, the fighter is undefeated, and says he looks forward to challenging himself in the PFL, saying, "I am a unique fighter joining a unique organization in the PFL. I look forward to great success in the PFL." He also posted this video.
"I'm Cedric the best Dembe. I'm the best, the greatest kickboxer on the planet, and now I'm moving in MMA. I just want to warn all the welterweight in PFL. Cedric Dembe is coming for all your asses, so you better watch out. Anyone I will touch will fall at the first round. I'm a knockout machine. I'm a takedown defense artist. So you can come your wrestling, you can come use your kickboxing, or you don't give a fuck. I'm coming for the legacy, for the fame, for the pride. I'm coming for that tournament, for that 1 million, for the cash prize. I'm the best, so may the best win."
PFL President of Fighter Operations Ray Sefo was understandably pleased with the new acquisition to the organization's welterweight division, saying, "Cedric Dembe is one of the greatest athletes in the world and a tremendous addition to the Professional Fighters League global roster. Cedric dominated the sport of kickboxing and is poised to do the same in MMA. He is one of the most talented fighters in the world and will make an immediate impact here in the PFL." With the announcement just being made, there is no news on when Cedric Dembe will make his debut for the organization, but is already set to attend the PFL Europe playoff at Zenith Paris La Villette in Paris on September 30. Are you excited to see Dembe step up into a new level of competition, or would you have preferred to see him make the leap into the UFC? Let me know in the comments. Hard-hitting British heavyweight Tom Aspinall is finally back. The exciting heavyweight phenom has just had a fight announced and is set to face off against the durable Martian Tybura at the fight card on July 22. Aspinall has been sidelined since the summer of 2022 after blowing out his knee in just 15 seconds in his fight against Curtis Blades and having to get surgery to remedy the injury. Prior to that freak injury, Aspinall was riding high off an 8-fight win streak that included big names like Sergey Spivak, Alexander Volkov, and Andrei Arlovsky. As for his opponent Tybura, he is coming off 2 straight victories and holds an impressive heavyweight record of 24 wins and 7 losses. Are you excited to see Aspinall back in the octagon, or do you think he is overhyped as a fighter? Do you think he gets through Tybura? Let me know in the comments. For something different, I will be holding a competition of sorts for the remainder of May to highlight some of the amazing digital artists that work on MMA-related artworks. If you're a digital artist, send me an email with your best MMA digital art and a link to your artist profile for a chance to get highlighted at the end of a future episode. Check the description for more info. That's the latest in MMA and the UFC for this week. Thanks again for watching Undisputed MMA. Please like and subscribe as it really helps me grow the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon to ensure you keep up to date with the latest in MMA and the UFC. Enjoy the Rosenstrike card on the weekend.